Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy DLloyd. We are back with another episode of our Washington Redskins franchise mode series. Now, we took an L to the Cleveland Browns in the last episode. You've seen 34-14. That was the final score. But we're going to be taking on the Cincinnati Bengals and probably the Atlanta Falcons both in this episode. But there are a few things that we want to do to this roster before we actually get started. Okay, so by default, I thought Bryce Love was going to be wearing his real number. I didn't edit him at all, but Madden gives him number 21. I know in real life he's going to be wearing number 23. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can change his number right now to number 23 if it's available, and it's not. So we're going to find out who's wearing 23, remove it, and then give Bryce Love number 23. All right, so Quentin Dunbar actually wears number 23. So they both wear 23, at least when I looked them up online. So Quentin Dunbar, he is a vet, right? He's been playing over 4 seasons. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep him at number 23. We're going to just change Bryce Love's number to whatever is available. So 21, we're going to try not to have anybody wearing that. Of course, from time to time, maybe a generated player may accidentally get it, but as soon as we get it, we'll definitely correct it and make sure no Redskins wear number 21. But for Bryce Love, 28 sounds pretty cool with me. So 28 is going to be the number for Bryce Love. Also, tight end Matt Flanagan, he is wearing number 88. So we're going to just change his number now to 82, which is going to allow us to change Des Bryant to number 88. So those are the few moves we definitely wanted to make very, very quickly when it comes to our roster. Now, for our depth chart situation, we'll go ahead and pull that up and how we're going to handle things for week 2 of preseason. Case Keenum is still going to start. We're going to give him that chance once again to keep this position. Dwayne Haskins Jr., he is going to be the second quarterback once in the game once again. Alex Smith, just for this season, we are not going to play Alex Smith. So Colt McCoy, he's going to slide into quarterback number 3, which means we will carry 4 quarterbacks on this roster. We're probably going to end up releasing Josh at some point. I don't even think we're going to give him a shot, honestly. But that's our quarterback situation. Running back, pretty much how we ended it. AP is our number 1 guy with Darius Geis at number 2, Chris Thompson at number 3. We moved Bryce Love up to number 4 because I think he had a pretty solid game. And then Samaje Perine is on the outside looking in as our number 5 running back. But of course, things are going to change when it comes to the specifics, right? So who's going to be our third down back? Who's going to be our power back? Those are going to be a little bit different. As for wide receiver, we have a lot of pretty decent guys. I wanted a bigger receiver on the outside. That's why we went out and we got Des Bryant at 6'2", 220. I like a bigger receiver on the outside. So Des Bryant for right now is filling that void. We have him as the number 1 wide receiver. Paul Richardson Jr., 6'10", 170. Is smaller guy, but you see that 93 speed. We have him currently at number 2. I also like Josh Doctson. Now, I wouldn't mind flipping that and maybe putting Doctson at outside along with Des Bryant as the number 2, and then have Paul Richardson at slot. And that's probably how it's going to end up shaking out as long as we move Paul Richardson to the starting slot wide receiver. We'll have Doctson in at outside receiver in our 3 receiver sets. Trey Quinn had a great game, but we're not going to elevate him above Paul Richardson just yet, but we did move him ahead of Terry McLaurin. So I like what Trey Quinn did last game. We'll see if he can continue that in the preseason, but that's kind of what we're still looking at when it comes to our wide receivers. And then for the linebacker position, just not a lot of talent. John Bostic right now is the number 1 over Sean Hamilton. We'll see if we want to keep that moving forward. But I do want to go out and maybe look at free agency again. I know there was nobody I loved, but maybe go out there again. We are running that 3-4 and see if there's somebody else that we could potentially find who can make plays for us in the middle. And then lastly, cornerback position. We struggled with our secondary last game, but a lot of it did come against our number 2 guys. So Josh Norman is still there. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Hopefully those could be the guys that can lock things up for us on the outside, at least temporarily, right? At least for the season. And then we'll see what Quentin Dunbar could do, or if anybody else is going to step up. Right, so really no other linebackers that we like, but we're going to sign 2. So we're going to bring in Gerald Hodges Jr. and he can compete to try to make this final roster. So we'll bring him in on a 1-year deal. We're also going to go ahead and sign Donald Payne. I like that 86 speed, so we're going to bring him in and see what he could do at the middle linebacker spot. All right, guys, so we are here. First preseason game. We get the football first, starting things off at the 25-yard line. Right away, we do want to give the ball to Adrian Peterson. So let's see if we can get some blocks. And of course, we don't, but we do get a yard there. I really would like Case Keenum to really take over if he can. If not, Dwayne Haskins is going to be there. So we really have that aspect of the quarterback competition actually happening, because somebody's going to need to take over. But right away, this is going to be Paul Richardson finding him, and that is a nice catch. We have Paul Richardson in the slot. I think I like that matchup, or like that positioning of Paul Richardson a little bit more. Nothing against small wide receivers, but I definitely prefer my outside wide receivers to be bigger possession type of guys, with the slot guys being my quicker and shiftier wide receivers. But you see AP, look at him, a nice little run right there. We're picking up a gain of about 11, and Adrian Peterson is holding his shoulder. Another injury. Our running backs may definitely be injury prone, so that's definitely scary to see in a preseason game. You really don't want nobody hurt like that at all. But Darius Geis is now getting his opportunity to run with the ones, and right away we're going to give him the football, see what he can do. And there is no blocking, but pretty solid defensive line for the Cincinnati Bengals. 2nd and 13, we're going with the RPO here. And it's going to be Paul Richardson again, getting the first down. I like it. And Paul Richardson, dude, what is happening with these injuries already? So Adrian Peterson has a bruised shoulder. We're going to keep him out for now. Keep Darius Geis in the ball game. But Darius Geis already picking up some yardage, right? A nice little carry right there, making up for that loss earlier. And this is going to be Paul Richardson with a quadricep strain. He's definitely not coming back. That is not a good start at all. So ideally, right, even though we're in the shotgun a lot, this is still Philadelphia's offense. We prefer to be a running team. That's ultimately what I want. A running team, especially out of the shotgun formation. Have those dynamic running backs by committee. Have a power back, have the scat backs, then have your regular back. That's the ideal goal. All right, so we're coming out. We're looking for Jordan Reed with the cover 2. We're going to see if he can get open. If not, maybe look at Doxson or Des Bryant. Oh, instead we have Quinn wide open, and that is going to be incomplete. My man Trey Quinn couldn't get his feet in bounds right there. But overall, I've been really loving Trey Quinn, and this is his opportunity, right? With Paul Richardson out, we have Trey Quinn as our number 2 slot. He should be in on 3 receiver sets. Let's go ahead and hand the football off. AP's back in the game, and he is getting absolutely lit up on that one. 3rd and 10, the pressure is coming. We're looking for Trey Quinn. He's going to make the catch, and we're now inside of the 5-yard line. I don't see this working, so we're going to audible. Probably go back to the slants right here. See if Trey Quinn or Josh Doxson can get inside positioning there. Those are our 2 guys we're looking for. Nobody's really getting there, but that's going to be Doxson. That is a touchdown. Let's go. We're up 7-0. So Cincinnati, they're taking over at the 25-yard line. No return. See what we could do defensively here. Our defense was lacking last week, and right away giving up a huge run to Joe Mixon. That is definitely not good. We're in that tough place, right? Because we have a good pass rush, but our middle linebackers are pretty suspect, and our cornerbacks are really just decent at best. So do we want to keep pressuring, or do we want to kind of fall back in the coverage? We're going to learn as we go through this preseason what we want to do defensively, but right now we are getting eaten alive by Joe Mixon. The only X factor they have on offense is AJ Green. Of course, we don't have any X factors on offense or defense, but we almost got through with the sack right there. Didn't happen, and instead a 19-yard gain. Therefore, we're bringing the safety on the blitz to see if we can get them off the field here. And AJ Green's going to get open one-on-one. We had him with Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. I didn't want to shadow AJ Green with Josh Norman. That's something that we may have to consider. All right, so we are bringing everybody. We're run committing. We are selling out for the run. We are screwed if they go with the play fake here on 2nd and goal. Fullback dive, and we're able to stuff it. That's what we would like to see. So now 3rd and goal coming up. There's no way that they go right back to the ground, but let's hope so. I'm selling out for the run once again. See if we come up with the goal line stand. Go with the play fake, and that's going to be a touchdown. I'm not sure if he got his second foot in, but we're going to give him the touchdown there. Booth is reviewing it for me. I don't even have to throw the flag. Let's see if that second foot got in. I don't think so. That's a terrible angle, EA. Come on, show us his actual feet. Terrible angles here. I'm hoping his foot didn't come down in bounds. Initially, I didn't think it was. We'll find out, though, right? So the call is going to stand. So apparently he did get his second foot in bounds. The game on a 12-play drive. They answered back with a 10-play drive of their own. This run is clearly not going to work on the audible out of this one as well. Dez Bryant's an inaccurate throw, but Dez Bryant making the adjustment, making the catch. It's a good play right there. All right, so running an alert right here. We think we're going to hand it off to AP. See what he could get going. And AP's getting the first down. There we go. Maybe we could put together another good drive. Go with the bubble screen. Trey Quinn with the nice juke and the stiff. This man, Trey Quinn, is an absolute beast, guys. Only a 70 overall, but I like him a lot. This is Quinn again. Another catch and get down. Perfect. Nice possession grab. This man, Trey Quinn. He may be our best guy. Already 4 for 44. Crazy stat line. Oh, there we go. Chris Thompson. That is a touchdown. He is gone. What a cutback. I like Chris Thompson, man. He's going to have a good year for us. I can feel it. Can we get a sack? Pressure somewhere. Kerrigan and Andy Dalton still on his feet. He's throwing this thing up. That's a. I don't know what that was, guys. I went for the pick, then decided to go for the swat, then I tried to go back for the pick, and it ended up being a mess. Look at this, man. That was all on me there. After the bailout, they have the ball at the 35-yard line, 2-minute warning. Let's see if we can hold them to 3 here or potentially get a turnover. And nope. You can't go up and make those picks with the linebackers like you did in last year. Madden 19, that would have been a pick. That's not going to happen in Madden 20. Hopefully Montez Sweat can get some pressure right here. Somebody get some pressure. Somebody get some pressure. Is somebody going to get... Fortunately, it's incomplete. But what is going on with our defensive line right now? Absolutely no pressure there. All right, 3rd and 6. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what they are doing right now with these linebackers, if the pressure is coming or not. Let's find out. No pressure. We're looking for Doxson. Can he catch it? Great catch, Dosh. And we're going to call our first time out. So we probably only need about 15 yards to really get in the field goal range. We'll see what we can pull off here. We have Trey Quinn. He's our guy we're looking for first, and he's going to be there. But that's an inaccurate throw, and it is picked off. I was just talking Case Keenum up, and he gives us that dud of a throw right there. So the backups are in the game now, so we start off the second half. With that previous throw that was a pick, I really just wanted us to throw it shorter. I wasn't expecting to lead Trey Quinn as much as we end up doing. And that's how we end up throwing the interception. But he was there. The route was ran pretty well by Trey Quinn. Like I said, we just overshotted it instead of throwing it a little bit lower. But we don't want those mistakes from our potential starting quarterback. But speaking of, a nice sack by Brailford right here. We're not going to complain at all. Can we pick that off? Let's go, Hamilton. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, just go down. We don't need you to fumble. But we get the pick. We're starting at the 32-yard line. Man, Hamilton, he may be trying to go for that number 1 middle linebacker spot, but Dwayne Haskins in the game. We see the safety creeping up. So this RPO, we may be going with the bubble screen to Quinn. That's exactly what we're doing. No blocks. Can he make a miss? No. We probably should have just audible out that play altogether, but it's okay. All right, so once again, I see the safety creeping up. Both safeties creeping up here. Can this be quick? Can it be Quinn? Let's find out, right? Maybe it's quick. He got him one-on-one. He goes, oh, what a catch. And we're down to the 4-yard line. Let's go. A good ball placement by Dwayne Haskins Jr. as well. So it's gonna either be the receiver screen or hand it off to Geis. We're handing it off to Geis. And Geis is into the end zone for a touchdown. There we go. Extending our lead here, 21-10. Fun fact, man, in fantasy football, my fantasy team got so bad with injuries in the playoffs that Jeff Driscoll was my quarterback for the semifinals of our fantasy football league. And it pretty much turned out like this. 3rd and 10, we're pass committing. Jeff Driscoll's going to take off running, and we are stopping him, forcing him to go 3 and out. And Geno Atkins is forcing the fumble. Why is he in the game against backups, man? Oh, that was Hubbard. Hubbard, excuse me. Or was that Geno? I don't know. Let me look at that. Let me look at that again. Yeah, Geno Atkins forcing the fumble. Why is Geno Atkins, with his X Factor abilities, in the game against our twos? But with that said, Bryce Love, you have to hold on to the football, man. I probably should have came out in a nickel formation. We stayed in our 3-4 base. Just hope it doesn't bite us. Oh, Driscoll looked like he's running. What a juke move by Driscoll. And he picked. Wow, Driscoll is going all the way down to the 15, the 14. What a run by Jeff Driscoll there. The corner off the edge. Let's see if we can get to the quarterback here. And instead of that, it's a touchdown. That fumble may end up being huge in this game. We had a chance to extend our lead. Instead, Cincinnati's going to cut into our lead. So Darius Geis had a great game running last week. Not this week so far. Good throw right there by Haskins. Good catch by McLaren. The rookie's looking pretty decent also. One thing I need to check after the game is, you know, for the X Factors, you can't see if they're X Factors until they play 500 snaps. I wonder if preseason snaps count into that. I'll check after the game. What a run by Darius Geis, lowering the shoulder. Only 15 yards running for him so far, but that was a nice run right there. 3rd and 3. Going to be Trey Quinn, and he's getting in the end zone. No, he's not. How do you not score there? It doesn't matter. We're down to the 1-yard line. Trey Quinn, he's still looking like a beast. Look at that throw. Looking at the replay, that was a great throw. Oh, I tried to dive, and he went for the slide. I'm probably still holding the right trigger. But that was a heck of a throw. Dwayne Haskins Jr. looking very, very good. Look at that juke. They didn't have to put in slow motion. A little bit of clipping on the arm, but it's all good. We're down to the 1. All right, so we're coming out. We have P. Ryan back in the game. Assign alignment to him. We're going airborne. Touchdown. 3rd and 2. Can we get them off the field here? They're going with the pass, and they are going to convert. Oh, he fumbles the football. Go, Hamilton. Go. Bro, it's Driscoll. Can't outrun a quarterback, but this man Hamilton is definitely having a day. He may move ahead of Bostic in the depth chart. We'll see. And by the way, that was Gerald Hodges that forced that fumble. We just picked the man up. He's also making an impact right away. All right, 3rd and 9. 1 high safety. And that's a pick. It's a terrible read on my part. Let's just hope it's not a pick 6. Come on, Haskins. And that is not going to happen. He is gone. Let's hope it was a defensive penalty. I doubt it. Holding. Holding on us. So the touchdown's going to stand. That was all me. That was a terrible read by me. So it's really me. I'm making a lot of mental mistakes here in this game, and now Cincinnati has the opportunity with 1 timeout to try to win the game. Field goal doesn't do anything. They have to score, and this is Driscoll. I don't know why he did that juke, but that allowed us to hit stick him, so we appreciate it. And they're going no huddle. Come on, make the tackle. That's all we need right there. Another no huddle situation. Let's go cover 6. I think we have everybody covered pretty well. This should be a pick. This should be a pick. I don't know why it's straight there. All right, so 4th and 7. This could definitely be the game. Going past commit, you know you're throwing the ball. Oh, that's a terrible throw by Driscoll. Thank you. That's going to be ball game, guys. All right, so we end up winning 28-22. Of course, look at how much we outgained them offensively. 319 to 190, 106 to 63 on the ground, 213 to 127 in the air. So we pretty much dominated, but a lot of mistakes. 3 turnovers allowed them to come back really well. They had 3 turnovers as well, but a lot of mistakes that really allowed them to stay in the ball game. Then when we take a look at the player stats, Andy Dalton looked pretty good for him. 7 for 9, had the 115 and a touchdown in the first half. But Dwayne Haskins, 6 of 7, 111, no touchdown. Did have the interception. Case Keenum, 10 for 14, 108, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Now, we haven't seen Dwayne Haskins against starters, but we also haven't seen Dwayne Haskins with starters. So when it comes to who's going to win this quarterback competition, it's extremely tough as of right now, right? You see the 87 quarterback rating for Case Keenum, 79 for Dwayne Haskins. If I didn't make that terrible pick 6 or a terrible decision to throw that pick 6, Dwayne Haskins should have had a higher quarterback rating. Our running backs, Darius Guy struggled a little bit. We gave him the ball 13 times, only 2.2 yards per carry. AP had a better day at 4 yards per carry. Bryce Love really didn't do anything for us, but Chris Thompson, he really stepped up and gave us 38 yards off of 4 carries. For our receivers, Trey Quinn has been literally our guy. I don't know why this dude is always open, but he's always been open so far in the 2 games we played. 7 for 79. I believe he had 7 catches, if I'm not mistaken, in the first preseason game. So total of 14 catches in 2 games. Not bad. He should have had that touchdown. Paul Richardson, the 2 for 39. So he was on pace to have a good day, but he went out with that injury. So when it comes to that slot position, right, it's really between Trey Quinn, Paul Richardson, and Terry McLaurin. Who do I want to really be that guy? Unless we get rid of Dez Bryant. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I'm willing to take that step forward. And then Sean Hamilton definitely had a day. 7 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pick. A good day. We have quite a few upgrades here at the end of the game. So we're going to go ahead. Our center, he had an upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade his pass protector. Just to kind of make that, you know, his key archetype. Samaje Perine, this dude's been getting nothing but touchdowns. We're going to upgrade his power back. That's the only time he's really on the field during our power running game situations. And his awareness goes up 4, which doesn't really do us that much. Christian Senior, we're going to upgrade his agile ability at left tackle. Hopefully he doesn't have to ever play, because you know we have Trent Williams there, but it's always cool to have a decent backup if we ever need one. Jeremy Reeves, hopefully this guy never gets into the game at this 55 overall rating. We'll pick somebody for free agency before we're forced to really play him, so I'm not really worried about it. And then Timon Paris, I don't know, another guy we hope never ever touches the field for us. So we'll go ahead and advance to the next week and see who we're going to be playing. All right, so after training, we did get a few more upgrades. Montez Sweat, he gets an upgrade that is absolutely huge. Our rookie, we're still waiting to see what his development is going to end up being, but already he's progressing up to a 74 overall. His zone coverage went up. You know how terrible that really was before, but with the 91 speed, his finesse move going up 1, that's definitely a good sign. And to answer my question before in terms of the downs being played, does that affect it? Yes, because you see he's at 26 downs being played out of the 500 needed for us to see his development traits. So that is definitely cool to actually see. I don't know why Montez Sweat's name's still up there. Matt Flanagan, he gets an upgrade. I'm sorry, dude, we had to take your number and give it to Dez Bryant, but he's okay, right? He's getting the upgrade, so everything is fine. And then McKenzie, we are going to upgrade right outside linebacker. We want the speed. We're going to go ahead and upgrade his run stopper. We should have did. It's okay. We're going to keep it the way it is. That is fine. We are going to make a change to the quarterback position. So we're going to start for week 3, Dwayne Haskins. See what he could do with the starters. It's really been close between him and Case Keenum. Nobody's really stepped up, to me at least, so far and looked truly better. Maybe if I had to give an edge to somebody, it might be Dwayne Haskins. I have played with him a little bit more, but I really want to see what he could do against the starters in this third preseason game. All right, so we are here for week 3. We're taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Dwayne Haskins is getting the start. So we're taking over from the 28-yard line. First play, though, give it to Adrian Peterson. Get a few yards or maybe more. Get a gain of about 8 right there. Dwayne Haskins right away on the RPO. He's finding Paul Richardson, who is back from his injury. A 13-yard reception there. Paul Richardson, nice, another little catch right there. Going back to the ground with Chris Thompson. See if we can get a little bit more yards right here. And Chris Thompson, get a nice little run right there, 3rd and 2. All right, we're staying on the ground. Adrian Peterson is getting the rock. Let's see if he can pick it up, and he can. Don't fumble it. There we go, inside of the 10. Is this going to be a touchdown? Dez Bryant, what a catch, man. I like big receivers. That was a heck of a catch right there, though, by Dez Bryant. I was actually thinking before the game, maybe I should release Dez Bryant. But catches like that definitely going to keep this man on the team. We'll see how everything else plays out, but that was definitely a heck of a grab. Crazy catch. That's Julio. It's a flag. Let's hope it's holding. In my mind, they may try to catch us off guard to run the ball here on 1st and 20. We'll find out. Nope. They're going to the air. It's another flag. Here we go. Let's take them back another 10 yards. So they went from a 1st down to literally 1st and 30. So we're just dropping back. They're in the empty formation, of course. And it's incomplete with another flag. If this is on offense, this is crazy. Another offensive holding. We have to come out of nickel now. 1st and 40, guys. 1st and 40. What's your best 1st and 40 play, Matt Ryan? Nice little play right there. All right, 3rd and 30. Get him off the field here. We're just dropping back. I didn't even care if he checked that down. I was trying to double cover his Julio, so now we're going to get the football. And that is a sack. I swear, I feel like our defensive line takes forever to get to the quarterback, but they can get to me in literally 2.5 seconds. There we go. Bostic with the pick. Oh, and the stiff arm. That is a pick 6. Bro, what a play. This man Bostic. Right when I was going to make him the number 2 linebacker. Maybe we'll stay where we're at. I don't know. But that was a great play. That stiff arm was vicious. Are they going to show that stiff arm again? That's what I really want to see. That stiff arm right there is vicious, man. Taking it to the crib for a touchdown. There's the pick. Josh Norman, let's go. Get up, get up, get up. 2 interceptions in a row by our defense. I was just talking a bunch of trash about our secondary, but man, are they stepping up in this game. 1 safety. Now we're going to be a little risque right here. That +3. We're looking for Dez. No, we're not. We're going to Doxson. Can he go get it? Touchdown, Josh Doxson. This is why I love Josh Doxson in Madden games. All right, so to answer my earlier question, yes, the starters do play into the 3rd quarter in week 3 of the preseason, which is definitely cool to see. And we got burnt deep by Julio. That was Rogers Cromartie right there. Cromartie, get that pick. Let's go. He threw it right to him. Probably could have took it out, but it's fine. We got the pick. We're happy. He got burnt, but he definitely made up for it right there. Doxson, another nice catch, able to hold on to it as well. Doxson is having himself a day also. All right, so 3rd and 10. We originally were looking to throw it, but I don't know if I want to just audible to a run, kick the field goal, play it safe. You know what? We're going to go ahead. We're going to keep the play. Read, and that's going to be a 1st down. So actually seeing our starters play for almost a full game, you get a different perspective. Our team, I think, is okay shape, especially our defense. I thought it was bad the whole time, but they've been playing decent. Nobody's there. Throw it away. And that's a pick. Oh, incomplete. We got saved right there. So the backups do come in the 4th quarter. So we have Case Keenum now. Darius Geist is back out there. Let's see what Keenum does with the backups. See if he can look a little bit more impressive than Dwayne Haskins did. I don't think he can, but, you know, we'll see. And it doesn't help that we're winning 24-3. So we're basically in running situations. Darius Geist. Oh, that juke move almost got him to the outside, but Darius Geist goes down with the injury as well. Looks like a hip injury. Hopefully it's not too bad. All right, so Trey Quinn on the outside right there. We're giving it to him. See if he can make a man miss one-on-one. Nope, but there's a face mask right there. 3rd and 15. Quinn's running that wheel route right there. Quick, going on the drag. There's Quinn. A nice catch, and Quinn, he fumbles the football right before he scores. So Quinn finally makes a mistake in this preseason, man. I thought he was about to get his 1st touchdown. Look at that. A nice juke move right there, and he does get stripped right before he reaches the end zone. It's a terrible mistake right there. Is that a pick? What a catch right there. We were all over him. That was just a great catch. Is that a pick? Let's go. Quentin Dunbar. Our 4th interception in this game. Oh, what a hit by Landon Collins. I don't know why he's in the game right now, but what a hit. Oh, and that's a touchdown. He had good positioning on me. All right, so we walk away with another victory. 2 for 2 today. 24-10 was the final score. They actually outgained us offensively, 278 to 246. They had nothing on the ground, only 32 yards on the ground, but passing is where they did the majority of their damage. But I think how we really won this game is we were +3 when it came to the turnover differential. That's always going to help you every single week. Now, looking at the quarterback stats, Matt Ryan was 14-19, 73 yards, 3 interceptions with no touchdowns. An atrocious game by Matt Ryan. Dwayne Haskins had a great game on the other hand. 10 of 16, 141, 2 touchdowns. Case Keenum, he had a 76 quarterback rating, 2 of 4, 31 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. So he didn't have a bad game either, but Dwayne Haskins maybe could have had that breakout game, and we still have to decide who are we going to start for week 1 of the regular season, but it's definitely going to be close. Now, looking at the rushing stats, Adrian Peterson has 7 for 35, Chris Thompson 7 for 21, Darius Geist 7 for 23. So everybody really got an even split, and Adrian Peterson had the best day. Chris Thompson, though, he's more of the pass-catching guy, so you got to give him a break when it comes to the rushing stats. But Adrian Peterson, for the age of 34, I believe it is, he had another great game. Our receivers this time, nobody really stood out. Trey Quinn only played in the last quarter, so he only had 2 catches for 31 yards. But Jordan Reed, in the absence, ended up having a pretty decent game. Paul Richardson had 327, and then Doxson, of course, that deep ball really helped him when it came to his stats. But 2 receptions, 61 yards, and that touchdown. Things have been looking pretty good when it comes to our receivers. We just have to figure out who we really want, because Dez Bryant had that touchdown, that nice one-handed catch, but 2 catches, 19 yards. We'll talk about that in a second. So after the game, Landon Collins, he has an upgrade, which is great. So we'll go ahead and upgrade him up to an 84 overall. Let's see what he gets. +1 man, +1 pursuit, and +2 to his tackling, which is already pretty good. We also have Dwayne Haskins getting his first upgrade. Now this is definitely good. I know scrambling is supposed to be, you know, the archetype for our system, but really what I think I want to keep focusing on is really just the accuracy. So I think field general for the way we really play. I thought about strong arm for a second, but let's go with field general, at least for now. We can also work on strong arm later, and then scrambling eventually we'll work on that. But +2 to his deep throw accuracy, +1 to his mid accuracy, and +2 throwing under pressure. That is definitely a good step for Dwayne Haskins already to be getting those upgrades. Then Ryan Anderson, he had a decent game for us. We're going to go ahead and upgrade his power rushing stat, and that's going to move him up now to a 71 overall, and he adds 2 to his tackle and 1 to his power moves. All right, guys, so the final week, I'm not going to play the final game. We're going to simulate it, but before we actually simulate it, we have to cut 21 players off the team. And before I could kind of go through what my thoughts are, I don't really know what I exactly want to do with the receiver position. And what I mean by that is we brought in Dez Bryant. We put him at outside wide receiver. He had that great catch. He hasn't really done a lot besides a few decent catches, but he's a guy who I feel is a reliable target, right? Paul Richardson Jr., he's been playing pretty decent, a little bit smaller than I like. But Josh Doxson at the number 2 wide receiver spot, I like him there. I think he's a great fit right there, and I like his spectacular catch rating at the 89. Paul Richardson's at 88, so it's not that far off. But of course, Dez Bryant has a 92 spectacular catch rating. So I like my outside receivers to be, you know, have some size and to have a good spectacular catch rating. Trey Quinn to me deserves a spot in this rotation somewhere. And I think Terry McLaurin's a guy who could come, he could be on the rise, right? I like the 93 speed. So what I'm thinking in my mind is maybe we could release Dez Bryant, start Paul Richardson, start Josh Doxson, just like in real life, right? Those are going to be the 2 outside guys. And instead of maybe Terry McLaurin, put Trey Quinn as the slot wide receiver. And then we can have Terry in basically as the 4th wide receiver or as the 2nd slot guy. I think that may be the best scenario for us. Dez Bryant, of course, he was just on the 1-year deal. We signed for $7 million, but we could release him with no penalty at all. I'm thinking that's the move. Of course, I'll really think about it when it comes to how many people we have to release, but I think that may be what we end up doing is releasing Dez Bryant. But we'll find out. So let's go ahead and cut these 21 players. Okay, so right off the bat, we have a ton of guys who I think can really go. Josh Woodrum at quarterback, he is going to get released, so that is 1 down, 20 more to go. For the rest of our quarterback situation, we could theoretically cut Alex Smith. Let me see if Alex Smith has any guaranteed money in his contract. So he has a $27 million bonus, so we're going to get hit with cap penalty if we release Alex Smith. Of course, we'll be, you know, benefiting in the long haul because we'll still be benefiting $15 million total, but we're going to have to still pay for Alex Smith even if we don't have Alex Smith, if that makes sense. So I think for us, maybe it's best to keep Dwayne Haskins, not play Alex Smith this season. Next season, Alex Smith can then come in at that quarterback position. But I think we're going to keep him. So that means we'll have to hold on to Colt McCoy because he'll be our third quarterback. As for running backs, I think we're fine with what we currently have. I'm not going to move Bryce Love to the practice squad, even though I probably could get away with it, but I'm going to keep him there. Chris Thompson is the guy over Bryce Love currently, but I think we should keep Bryce Love on the active roster for now. As for wide receivers, a ton of these guys could really end up going. So we have 11 of them. So we're going to start releasing a lot of them. So Robert Davis could go. Kitsy could go. Sims could go. Chesson could go. All of these guys, Kelvin Harmon could go. I like Brian Quick. So now we're getting to people where I like, right? And it could be really Des Bryant at this point. And maybe that is the best move for us. And actually, I'm making up the decision. So we are going to waive Des Bryant right now. Allow him an opportunity to go and play for another team. But Des Bryant, we released him. For tight end position, we're going to go ahead and we're going to release Andrew East. We don't need him. And I don't know if we want to carry 4 tight ends. We can move Matt Flanagan to the practice squad. So I don't really want to cut him just in case, but we'll move him to practice squad. And that gets rid of some positions there. Left tackle, we're fine. Left guard, we're fine. I think we're pretty much fine in most of our linemen, but center definitely needs to be trimmed. I really only like carrying 2 guys at each position, maybe 3 if somebody's really, really injury prone. But we're going to end up just carrying 2 centers. So that gets rid of some space for us. Right guard, pretty much the same thing. Just looking at who I'd rather keep out of these 2. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to release this guy right here. Only 53 overall. I mean, we're screwed if Sheriff goes down with the injury anyway. Right tackle, we're fine there. Our defensive ends are okay. Defensive tackle, I don't think we really need 3, especially running the 3-4. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to release JoJo Wicker. We'll release him. Left outside linebacker, we're sitting with 3. Maybe we'll move Brelford. I liked him. He made a couple of good plays. We'll move him to practice squad. So now releasing him entirely. Middle linebacker, we have a ton of guys. We really only need 4 at the max 5. We're going to go ahead and we're going to release a lot of these guys right here. And we're going to release Flowers. We're going to release Marquise Flowers. So we're going to hold 4. So Donald Payne, Gerald Hodges, the 2 guys who we just signed. Especially Gerald Hodges, he had that crazy hit stick. We're going to keep them, and we're going to keep everybody else. So now we're down to 3 spots. Right outside linebacker, really nobody there. Cornerback, we could definitely cut at least 2 of the guys here, maybe all 3. Not sure for this. Both of their coverages are pretty bad. We're going to move maybe both to the practice squad. And there you go. We're at our 21 players right there. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to just advance this week. And then we'll pretty much end the episode. We'll see how the game ended up going. We end up winning 30-27. I'm not sure. We should be able to see the box score from that game. Let's go look at the schedule. And let's go to preseason. Now, maybe we can't look at the box score from this game. Okay, that's definitely interesting. But I think that's all the moves that we needed. We'll look at free agency, see if anybody got released that we could use. And right away, you see the top guys, Corey Grant. So Des Bryant got picked up right away. Shane Ray could be a guy that we could use maybe as a backup outside linebacker. But besides that, really nobody who we love here. So I don't think we need to pick nobody up. I think we're good to go with it, but we're going to need help, when it comes to figuring out what we want to do with the lineup. So you guys let us know in the comment section below how we want to do the starting lineup. I think Dwayne Haskins probably should be the guy. Just after how they both played, it was very close. He had that good week 3. He's younger. Dwayne Haskins should maybe be the guy, in my opinion. We don't know his development trait. We'll probably find that out in a few weeks if he becomes the guy. But 73 overall, I think maybe he should be the guy over Case Keenum. Adrian Peterson, I think, still deserves to be the starter over Darius Geis, who has an upgrade. Chris Thompson, of course, going to be our 3rd down guy. And then for the linebacker position, we are going to make one change if it's not already made. We are going to start Hamilton over Bostic. So we move Bostic to the number 2 linebacker spot. Keep Hamilton as the move him to the number 1 spot. Then the rest of our defense, I don't think we're going to shake anything up. So this is basically going to be our roster for week 1 of the regular season. But for the starting quarterback position, you guys let me know. Should it be the rookie, Dwayne Haskins? Should it be the vet in Case Keenum? You guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But we're going to end this episode right here. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and leave this video a like. It helps me out a lot. And also, if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. We're going to be cranking out a lot of these. Try to get multiple games in per episode to speed up the seasons as well. Because the plan is to get through a lot of seasons. So that is definitely the goal. But if you're excited for the series, like I said, leave this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy D Lloyd. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.